Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the podcast Words of Beauty. I'm Rodolfo Demetrio González Tamés. I'm a student in UR Valle Alto, and I will be your host in this first episode. And the topic that we're talking about are the definitions for beauty and why each person has a different interpretations. And before we start, I'd like to say that sorry if any of the listeners uh, misunderstood what we say or sometimes is incomprehensible. English is not our first language, but we'll try our best to pronounce uh, every word clearly to you. And now I will let my partners present themselves.
Hi, my name is Fernanda Mendoza and I'm a student from UR Vallalto.
Hi, I'm Eduardo Treviño, and I'm in UR Vallalto.
Hi, I am Mauricio Saracho, and I am also in Uruguay.
Hi, my name is Valeria. I'm from UR Vallalto too.
And now, to begin with this topic, we need to ask ourselves, what is beauty? The question can be sound really simple, but the answer can be more complex than we think when we think about it. And every person I like to think that every person uh, has a different definition of what is beauty to themselves. Uh, but in Merriam-Webster, the official definition is the qualities in a person or a thing that gives pleasure to the senses or the mind. I and we need to understand that it's not wrong, but it is kind of a point of view. It's kind of a point of view. And what do you guys think?
Well, I think that beauty can be many things for every person and that it can vary in the things that the person lived. Maybe someone can like the blue color and someone can like red color or different music tastes. And I think that everything is okay.
Yes, I think also that beauty is about opinions and experience because every person live a different life, so they have different opinion about beauty.
What I think beauty is uh, is a point of view of each person of each kind of person. They will always have different. They will always define beauty as a different meaning for each one of us.
Yes, also believe that beauty is about perspective more than anything, in my opinion. It's uh, it's about different opinion.
All right, but why we have these different opinions? Why we have like this different point of view, or we like something different? I mean, I think that it can be related to the environment that we live or our personal background. If we live in a different environment or we have a different background, I think that our growth as a person and our personality can change. What do you guys think?
As I said before, it's because of the experiences we lived in our life and because of the people that is around us that maybe we can like different things and maybe we like the same things that the ones around us like close to us, but everything is different from for each person.
I think that it's about experience and also culture because here in Mexico, we consider beauty one thing, and in China, they consider beauty another thing. So it's about experience and culture.
Yeah, Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a very cultural thing too, because for example, beauty standards are very different in every country. What we consider beautiful here is different than what I don't know, Korean considers beautiful. Um, but yeah, it is also very personal. Uh, be a very personal thing for every person.
All right. And now I want to ask you, to each one of you, to tell me what why what things or you find beautiful. I mean, what sets your heart racing? What sets shivers on your spine? What brings a tear to your eye? What brings a smile to your face? What fills your heart with joy? Or it gives goosebumps with your in down your arm? I mean something like that. I mean, why did you find these things beautiful?
Well, for me, I like some colors and I like the nature and some music genres. And yeah, I think that's it. Or I like dance.
In my case, I found beautiful like piano melodies and also sports. When in a sport, when a team do a great strategy and wins, I found that beautiful.
What I found beautiful is music because it expresses things that words cannot, and also sports. All kind of sports, I mean, are beautiful because you need to give an effort from your part, from yourself, to be a good player.
I find art to be very beautiful, especially paintings and architecture. I really like watching houses and their structures and everything. I find it fascinating. I really like a very good architecture house. You know.
Well, and for me, guys, I think that what I find beautiful is our books or graphic novels because the writers try to build a world from scratch, try to give them rules, history, lore, how the different races interact with each other, and etc. I have found admirable and beautiful how they try to explain their own world. And there's that thing that has been bugging me for a while, but you think that nostalgia and age are factors that can change our perception of beauty or can affect it?
Yes, I think they can affect and they can say change our perspectives because it's very different. Like you can see the things different with a nostalgic ambient atmosphere.
Yes, in my opinion, can be affect because when you have a nostalgic like memory, it you can the perspective of that is different from if you won't have that nostalgic memory.
Can you repeat the question, bro, please?
Rodolfo, if you can repeat the question, Mauricio is saying.
Oh,
Yes, please.
I was trying to say that if you think that nostalgia and age are factors in it that can change our perception of beauty.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe nostalgia can give you memories about something you did in the past or something you know about someone else. I think you can find beauty in the past, yes.
I think it depends because if it is a positive nostalgic feeling, then yes, then it can change your perspective. like do something to create something beautiful in your mind, but if it is a negative, nostalgic feeling, then it can have the contrary effect, to it gives you a bad feeling and create something ugly, in my opinion.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your participation. It hurts me to say this, but we have the time is running short. So, but before we go, I like to say some things that beauty is not something specific. It can have different meanings to every people, and it can change with different factors like culture, age, personal experiences that can affect our own perception or definition of beauty. And that that if a person thinks different of beauty, uh, you don't. It's not necessarily wrong. I mean, it's a different point of view. If you don't if you don't like it, I mean, try to understand why the person thinks like that, and you have a better understanding. And thank you very much to everyone who listened to this, and thank you very much to you guys to at least have a to bring a little time in your schedules to have a to help me with this.
Thank you, Rodo.
Thank you, Rodolfo.